Hello lovelies, and welcome to my first video of 2026. This is actually also my first layout of 2026, and it just so happens to be a picture from 2026. So all in all, this is, my first video for 2026. Anyway, yeah, so I'm starting with, I'm using my Tropical Collection from Scrapbook Fantasies. I love this collection, although I am looking forward to the new Sun 11 collection, just so you know. This collection is so beautiful, and it just so happens that we have this big frangipani tree in my front yard. And Ruby got herself a little camera for Christmas. And I'll tell you what, if you've got young kids in general, give them a camera and look at the world through their eyes. Man, I am absolutely loving looking at the pictures Ruby has taken. There's just some great ones. But this picture, I took a picture of her taking a picture of one of the flowers in our front yard. So that little picture of the flower is the picture she took on her camera. And this is the picture that I took of her taking that picture. Yeah, I know, it's an Inception type thing, but I just knew it would be perfect with this collection because this collection has so many beautiful frangipanis. And so I really wanted to focus on these pictures, but as you can see, our frangipani is yellow. We have a yellow frangipani. So I thought it would be nice to have a bit of a watercolor burst of yellow in the background, and because there's a lot of green in these photos, so I knew that yellow would pop beautifully. And I went through and got a butterfly stamp because if there's ever a time for a butterfly, it's going to be on a flower. And then this is also a Scrapbook Fantasies stencil. It is called Daisies. Yeah, Daisies. And it just gave me a beautiful little, I really wanted lots of little bits and pieces in my background for this one. I really wanted to work on the background. I used a grey ink instead of black because I thought black would just be too harsh. So I did love the grey, and I did double stamp my butterflies. So there's some that are full strength, some that are half strength. And then I just used the same ink pad and a blending brush to add my daisies in. And then these are the two frangipanis I have cut from the cut apart paper. So I cut out a big one for my top cluster and a smaller one. And because I really wanted some texture in my layout, I've added some cheesecloth as well. I did also mount my photo on some foam, so I had some places to tuck my little clusters in. And then I've had these little leaf cut aparts or colour cuts for a while, and I thought they'd be perfect to add to my clusters just to fill them out a little bit. So I'm just tucking random leaves in here, going with a lot of green, and just tucking them in my clusters. And then you'll see my lighting changes because I had to go and stop what I was doing, but I came back to finish it off later. And I just wanted to add a title, and I've had these foam thickers on my desk for ages. And I have lots of the title thickers, and I've really been trying to use them up in my stash. And this one had the word captured, and I thought it was perfect because under where I put my title, I use the captured, but then I write through the eyes of a 4-year-old. And I just thought that was really quite fitting for this layout, considering it is the whole, she took the picture on her little camera that she got for Christmas. And I just, yeah, like I was saying, I just absolutely love the whole life through the eyes of a child. Give them a camera and look at what they take pictures of. I can't wait to scrap some of her other photos as well. They're definitely going in my Project Life album. I'm very excited to do that. And then because I can't help myself, I just find adding little bits of bling here and there. It's either sequins or little rhinestones. It just really gives it a little bit of a sparkle and just adds to those clusters. So I do go around with different sized bits of bling. And that's it. That's it for my first layout for 2026. This is the first page in my album. I'm very excited. Let me know what you think, and I can't wait to share more with you real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.